Good evening. It's a real pleasure to welcome you all to what is the first in a series of annual lectures organized by the Humanitarian Policy Group. And I'm particularly delighted to welcome as our first guest for our inaugural lecture, Yves Daccord, the Director General of the International Committee of the Red Cross. You will all have seen Yves' bio, but just to say, Yves has been working in a number of different crises ranging from Sudan to the occupied Palestinian territories, Yemen, North Caucasus, Georgia, and so forth, but obviously has a long experience in senior positions at headquarters, ranging from being the deputy director, deputy head of the promotion of international law division, the head of communications for many years, and most recently the director general of the ICRC. So why an annual lecture for HPG? As you know, we organize a lot of debates and events, not just in London, but all over the world. But we kind of felt that it would be nice once a year to have the opportunity to ask some senior colleagues to really help us offer some, guided reflection on issues that are pressing in the sector. And what is most pressing, the current discussion on how the humanitarian landscape is changing and the obstacles and the opportunities this presents. This actually will be the focus of our work at HPG going forward for the next 2 years. So we thought, we would ask Yves to open up the discussion for us and for, the humanitarian community as a whole in London, but also online. We have a very large number of people following online tonight, this evening. Now, just to say why we have decided to focus on this as HPG for the next 2 years. We will have heard in the last few months or years all these discussions about new actors or non-traditional actors. And, we have a bit of a debate within HPG whether these actors really are new or, they're actually sort of actors and new modalities that are more of an extension of established patterns and trends that have been long underway. But there is also a debate about whether these, who are perceived as new actors are welcomed by the more established sector or not, and, what kind of attitude they generate in response. Now, whether they're new or not, whether they're welcome or not, I think what is clear is that, the concept, the traditions, the practices that have underpinned the humanitarian sector for many years are actually no longer as dominant as they once were. So as the ICRC approaches the 150th anniversary next year, we thought it would be particularly welcome, I'm speaking into the microphone, to have Yves tell us a bit how the organization is taking to these challenges, how he's using them as opportunities, and really help us reflect on what these challenges mean for the ICRC and for us as a whole, and how we can all collectively use them as opportunities to rethink the way in which we are engaged in humanitarian action. Yves will deliver his lecture, and then he's agreed to take questions from the floor as well from our online audience. So you'll have an opportunity after his lecture to pose questions. Yves, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you very much.